Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Thick Chick J. I go by Thick Chick J. Um, my channel is about retirement, living in retirement, being newly retired or whatever, and senior lifestyle. I recently retired about 5 months ago. Early I did the early buyout thing. And well, it wasn't really a buyout to me, but I did the early out. I was gonna retire in March of 26 anyway, but I decided to go ahead and take the early out. So, um, what I've been doing is recording videos here and there, hoping to for them to catch up, to catch fire. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I appreciate you watching wherever you're watching from. I just got my hair done. Sorry, y'all. And yeah, so this channel, like I said, it's about retirement and senior living. And I mostly talk about taking care of yourself. So recently, I've been noticing that I've been letting kind of things get to me. So, not things, but just people. People in general, some things. And I decided, I said, you know what? I have more years behind me than ahead of me. And I'm not going to let anybody steal my joy or steal my peace. You know, my peace has got to be prioritized. It's got to be number one. It's peace over everything, okay? That means over anybody or anything, okay? Because right now, all I can say is when my peace is disturbed right now, and I'm sure some of you all is going through the same thing. I have physical reactions, you know, like flutters in the chest, or just tiredness, or mental, like from mental BS, you know. So you have to prioritize your peace over everything, okay? And saying no is no big deal. It's no big deal. It shouldn't be no big deal at this age in your life. Telling people no. You know, the people you tell no, don't be afraid of telling people no. Because if that person or those persons are meant to be in your life, after the no, they'll be in your life. And if they're gone from your life, for a no, they weren't meant to be there, and they was on some temporary mission anyway, because people are in your life for a reason or a season. Okay, I've learned that over the years. But my peace is so important to me now. You know, it, like I said, I always say, it's a lot going on, but you got to find your peace. And you don't have to have everything. You don't have to have a lot of money to have peace. Of course, we all know that. And you don't have to have a lot of things to have peace. And it's a blessing to be able to have, you know, peace, and be able to have your own company and be okay in having your own company. Not be lonely, just be alone, enjoying your own company. That's peaceful to me. Okay, I've learned that. I've been single. I've never been married. You know what I mean? So I know how it is to be by myself and not have a mate, not have a husband or whatever for all these years. You know, so I know how to be by myself. My biggest challenge right now is going places, traveling. I would like to start traveling. So that's my biggest thing, is I want to travel solo. Okay, I have traveled. Okay, I've gotten in the car and I've went to a couple of states around, you know, the Midwest where I live, alone. You know, I might spend the night, you know, with a relative, or spend the night in a hotel visiting a relative, or either just running up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin or something, because I'm I'm in Illinois, so I've done that, you know, so it's no big deal to me. But when you put it on the table, you say, well, I'm going to go see my friend, or I'm going to go to such and such, and I'm going to, well, you getting, anything could happen. Da, 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 da. Anything can happen with you right in your city. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I'm just saying, you're not stupid at this age. You got to this age because of grace, of course, but because of wisdom and common sense too. to, and I don't have a problem going places or anywhere by myself, traveling. I'm not, but I have never done a solo trip to a place where I've never been before. And I'd like to do that. I'd like to go somewhere. It doesn't have to be out the country, and just explore another city. I want to be an explorer, so to speak. Um, and that's my goal for next year. I actually have some credits up there, to fly, to fly, where I can book some trips, or book some trips. And I don't want them to expire. Okay. So that's my biggest thing. I usually travel with my guy, with my boyfriend, but he's incapacitated right now, and can't can't jump on a plane and go somewhere right now. Not saying that in the near future he will not be able to, but I would like to go somewhere solo. You know. So another thing I've been thinking about, or been wanting to encourage people um, about, to reiterate, is the peace of mind. The peace of mind. Now, I do have things that I do in retirement that keep me busy and keep me uh, from being bored. Um, I take sewing classes, I work out, I volunteer. So far, I'm not trying to burn myself out though. I'm not trying to run around like crazy, but I'm not trying to be bored all the time either. So, some ideas that I had, because I'm such I would say just, I don't know what you say, aesthete or artsy kind of person. Um, Visit your local museums and stuff like that. Just get out, get out, walk your city. If move. That's another thing. Always, always move. But yeah, so these are just some things I just wanted to go over and talk about. But my most thing is right now is maintaining my peace, not letting people discourage me. And you can hear a person out, but don't take it in and like take it personal. Even if it's like criticism, if it's constructive criticism, is one thing. But if it's criticism putting you down, you got to know the difference. And sometimes you might have to move away from that person. You know, a person going to be in your life, like I said, a person is going to be in your life for a reason or a season. Okay. Um, I think we all come to this age where, we know the difference, and sometimes it's hard letting go of people that are not going to the next level with you too. But it has to be necessary. It has to be done that way. It has to be in order for you to grow. Okay. And then in order for that person to grow too. So, like I said, take care of yourself. And I'm talking about not only physically, I'm talking about mentally. Guard your gates. Okay. Because you can mess around and go out of here because people done drove you crazy with their stuff, or trying to pull you in this stuff, or just trying to I don't know, I don't know, just put you down or whatever. So guard your gates, people. Guard your gates. And I will be talking with you next time soon, okay? Thanks for watching. And once again, my name is Thick Chick J. And thanks for watching. And you all have a good night, good morning, and good evening, or whatever, all right? Thanks for watching. Take care.